Hey guys, it's Drew again. 15 years ago, I completed my favorite vintage set of all time, the 1954 Red Heart dog food, and I absolutely love the set. But you know what? There's been something that's been bugging me, and I needed a huge upgrade on it. You want to find out what that is? Well, let's check it out. So as I was saying, I completed this set a long time ago, and I love it. In fact, from where I sit right here, it's straight across the room on the wall right across from me. So when I'm doing videos or even on live stream and I'm looking at the camera, every once in a while you might see my eyes look up. I'm looking at that set because I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful set, and if you don't know a whole lot about it, I did do a video on it a couple of years ago talking about some of the details. I'll put a link down below if you want to check it out. There are some huge stars in this set. Guys like Mickey Mantle, Stan Musial, the only big set like that, Stan Musial, that mid-50s thing where he was absent from all those Topps and Bowman issues. And there's some other great things. In fact, out of the 33 cards, let's see, 12 of them are actually Hall of Famers. So they did a pretty good job at selecting out the people who they were going to put in their set. Yeah. But anyway, enough of my rambling about this set. What's the upgrade? I mean, I finished this set and I've had it done, and I haven't wanted to change other cards. I mean, this was the first vintage set where I put together, and I was really kind of meticulous about the grade that I wanted to get. I want to get really nice presentation cards. The cards that I call arm length cards. So some of them may have a rounded corner or a slight crease that's not broken all the way through. But if I look at it from an arm's length and I can't see it, well, that's good enough for me. I didn't want centering that was like 0, 100. But my centering wasn't too bad. But the colors are great. The registration is great. The backs are all clean. And I really love it. I took more time and spent a little bit more money getting this set exactly the way I wanted it. So why would I need an upgrade? Well, way back when I completed the set, I thought it'd be cool to be able to display it. And you can see the display that I made right here. And I made this set way back then. I mean, I made this display for the set. It's one of the few vintage sets that you can actually display the entire set because there's only 33 cards in it. And with all those different colors in it, it really just makes it look cool. But what I really needed, what I really hated was, I hated the box that I made. I mean, it was really nothing more than a shadow box. And it was nice, and the cards looked great in it, you know, with a black background and all that stuff. But as somebody who does woodworking and has woodworked, I've gotten better at woodworking, and that was one of those things that I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is terrible. The joints don't look good. You know, I didn't do this right. I didn't use the proper technique, and I was really critical on myself. So while the cards were great, I didn't feel that the case that I had made for it was doing justice for what the cards were. The other thing that I really didn't like about it was I didn't like that I had sealed them all within this glass case. So, like, there's been many a times where I've done videos or talked about live streams and or on live streams, and I couldn't get a card out of it. That's just the way I built it. So I'd want to show off a card or a few cards from the set, or do a story on something that's interesting about a player within the set, but I couldn't use those cards because I didn't want to take the entire display apart. So what I did was I built a new rack, and I did it intentionally with a few things. First of all, I used a better wood. Last time I just used some plain wood and painted it black, and it looked fine. This time I used mahogany, and I love mahogany. It's a beautiful wood. I love working with it, and it really turned out good. The other thing was I kind of took the design or the basis of what I made for all those little card stands, and you've seen them all over YouTube, and I've got a bunch of them. But those little card stands where I could just put the card up and they would stand there. And the reason I did it like that was that way if I wanted a card, I could pick it out, I could look at it. If I want to rearrange them, I could rearrange it. And that's what I did. So that was my intention. Was I came up with a design of how to hang it on the wall to make them look independent, almost like a floating shelf on the wall, and be able to see the cards individually. If I want to take out certain cards, look at the front or the back, or rearrange them in the way that I want to do it. That's what I did. So I made this thing and I love it. So you guys ready to see it? Well, you know what? I did something fun just to kind of see if I could do it. So one of the things I really like about Baseball Modern, and I love walk-up songs, the hype and stuff, when you're in the crowd and you hear the song, and it kind of gives a connection of that's what the players kind of like, their personality a little bit as they're walking up. But you know what? They didn't do that kind of stuff back in 1954. So I thought, how much fun would it be if I made a little video, so bear with me, of a walk-up song introducing my 1954 Red Heart dog food set in the brand new thing. So I did. So let's check that out.
off me, light it softly, got these fakers trying to stop.
So what do you think? I mean, that was awesome. If you don't know that song, the song is called Light Up the Sky by a group called Thousand Foot Krutch, and I've loved them for a long, long time. And I'll put a link to their song down below if you want to hear them or any more of their stuff. But how much fun was that? I mean, it was just kind of stupid and silly, but you know what? It's just playing with cards. But I want to show these cards up close because now I can. So like I said, there's 3 different colors, and you can see the variations of the color. So there's Duke Snider. Beautiful card. Look at that. Look at the registration on that and the color. I love the little diamonds that they put down below, and they're offsetting in the color. So the green ones have red diamonds. The red ones have blue diamonds. There's Carl Erskine, my guy. And the blue ones, there's the mantle. The blue ones have a yellow diamond. And look at that. Great card, Mickey. For instance, here's a Stan Musial. This is what the backs look like, which I knew what the backs look like. And I love it. There's a little bio. It's got some statistics. It's a really well-designed, easy to read back. It's got the advertisement, of course, for the dog food, but it's got his statistics, both the year before 1953 as well as his lifetime, some personal stuff, different records, and a little bio about him. But what I thought was interesting was that's the way the batter's cards look, but the backs on the pitcher's cards are actually different. And I didn't know that until right now, like I said. And this is the Warren Spahn, and you can see it's a bigger placard across the bottom, and you can see the statistics are a little different, still with a bio up top. But I absolutely love these cards, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, they just, the pictures on them are crisp, the nice clean backgrounds. They look great, and I'll just kind of show off some of them that I picked off the wall. But I love these cards. So, I don't know. Do you have any Red Heart dog food cards? I mean, it's not a hard set to put together. Yes, you've got to get a Mickey Mantle, but you have to get a lot of him. So, if you're looking for a smaller vintage set from the 50s that may be approachable and you know you're going to have to get the mantle, I'd suggest the Red Heart, because they're really not as expensive as some of the other ones. Stahlmeyer would be insanely expensive. And of course, if you get into the Topps or Bowman sets, they're much larger and you have a lot more, hundreds and hundreds of cards. And so if you're looking for a smaller set, it's really not too bad. Great star power, good representation of a lot of different teams, not all the teams, but they're just a lot of fun to look at and really enjoy. I love the Red Heart dog food set, and I really like this rack. I'm thinking about making these racks and maybe try to sell them. I don't know if anybody would have an interest in them, but I'm thinking of maybe designing a rack like this for people, kind of an upgrade from the little stands I made last year that you could hang on your wall or even put on a table if I can figure out a little foot situation. And I don't know, maybe I'll do that, maybe not. But, you know, that woodworking helps the card fund. The card fund helps me make videos. And if you guys like my videos, I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling at this point, but that's who I am. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked my little walk-up song. It was kind of fun. It took a long, long time to make, but it was definitely fun to do. So I appreciate you guys watching as always. And until next time, you guys be good.